What is samskriti? Here in this culture, the highest value that we have always held is mukti. Mukti means freedom. The most important work on the planet today is to raise human consciousness. A human being should make himself in such a way that the world cannot ignore him. Doors should open for you, not because of your qualifications, but because of who you are. Samskriti brings back the essence of the wisdom of a culture whose antiquity is older than the legend. A culture which has produced some of the greatest minds, a culture whose contribution to humanity is immeasurable. The aim of this culture was to allow this human mechanism, which is the greatest and the most sophisticated gadget upon this to its fullest potential.
Generally, the quantity of the medicine that you take will be very, very small, but the potency…
In Isha samskriti, children get not only to study but to practice in depth sciences of yoga, Ayurveda, Siddha Vaidya, which is a unique form of elemental medicine from South India. In India, in this culture, music and dance are not seen as entertainment alone. They are very phenomenal sciences involving a great amount of intellect in making it happen. Of course, one needs a big heart and an involvement to do this, but at the same time, the very way the music and dance is structured will involve a human being in such a way that a sharpening and blossoming of human intellect happens in most beautiful manner. And this is done in a very aesthetically beautiful way by including Sanskrit language, which has a phonetic possibility of causing maximum number of sound vibrations within the system and activate the human system to its fullest capacity. Hatha Yoga and other 8 limbs of yoga is a daily practice, not just as a lesson, not just as morning-evening practice, but yoga as a way of living in a very spiritually charged atmosphere. These children imbibe yoga in a most powerful and practical manner. One can see this in manifestation in terms of rise of competence and capability, not imposing information on the child's mind, but just allowing and cultivating the body and mind to a high level of function without loading it with information, produces phenomenal results, producing not only great intellects, great bodies, above all, truly great human beings who are equanimous and balanced. Kalari is the mother of all martial arts and an incredible way to develop one's body to its fullest capability. This Kalari art is not just about fighting, it is about raising a human being beyond the need to fight, raising a human being to such a level of capability that he does not avoid violence, he does not choose peace not out of incapability, but out of his competence to master himself in body and mind. He transcends the very need to be violent. One aspect is to develop the physical body and the intellect to the highest possible level of alertness and sharpness. Another dimension is to bring it to a state of absolute sense of equality and balance. Without balance, even if you're brilliant, even if you have phenomenal competence, if you do not have the necessary equanimity and balance, you will be a wasted force. But the method of education, which we are referring to as isha samskriti, is a tremendous way of bringing enormous balance into the system, at the same time raising it to the highest of energy and activity. We want to offer this to thousands of children. Our next generation should be a better generation than the way we are. Our next generation should be a greater possibility. Our next generation should be a more fulfilled and ecstatic humanity. This is a gift that we need to offer to the future generations, and this is the greatest thing that we can do to the future of humanity and this planet, because being in a state of samskriti means being in absolute sync with every life around us, which is the most important need today. To generate individuals of this caliber and integrity, to create a generation that is more fulfilled and ecstatic than the present one. This is the most important contribution we can make to life upon this planet. Isha Samskriti is a step, a unique step and an unprecedented step in that direction. These children are not being prepared for the university, but for the universe.